Hello all, this is the first and potentially only video for SRS standoffs. As always, please watch the Anatomy of CRL series videos for general overview of CRL sheet shared functions. We have here the SRS, which is, there's only 4 different products here. It is a standoff for decorative glass. The labor's up here, the parts are here, all you have is hardware and the actual mounts. And then down here we have HRS. I don't suggest providing the actual railings because they are segmented, and C.R. Lawrence suggests that you shouldn't be doing this either because I'll get into that, but providing the brackets makes sense, but providing the railing doesn't. You know, they're going to want a welder who does stainless steel. Let's go over the C.R. Lawrence quickly. So this is all it is. They all say 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch monolithic tempered, or 9/16 and 27/32. I don't know why these type of standoffs are able to really kind of capture anything because they have enough of a lead. I don't know why they do that, but I made the glass bar, you know, as such, limiting your options. We have the singles here, same thing, but this one's flat and this one is domed. And then this is the square dual and the oval dual. I see this as, you know, exposed screws for more of an exterior, and I see this as a sleeker interior. But they can be used with those 4 glass thicknesses that I spoke of before. This one has 5 attachments. This one has 4. They are behind this little cladding thing, right? So you hook up the steel behind it, and then you attach this. We have the base here, and then the steel plate, I guess. Anyway, it's the screws are not exposed. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Anyway, so now this setup is a little different. I'm doing a typical, you know, decorative monumental staircase, if you will. So I have the first floor, and the risers are 165. It's probably a little more than that, but and then you put in your quantity, it figures the width. Now the height, while is going to be cut to 42, it is going to be parallelogram. So a lot of the pieces of glass will be parallelogram, like this. So I generally will do 2 attachments for the railing and 3 for the standoffs. Right? These are single. If you have a larger piece of glass, you know, simple laws of physics suggests that putting the standoffs farther apart gives you more structural integrity. Generally, you would just go with the dual because it's easier to measure, it's easier to mount, less, you know, it's just a little easier. They're tied together. And I don't know what I just said necessarily, because there are, with these you only attach at one point. With these, you have a base of, you know, 4 and 5 around it. So, I don't know. Talk to your engineer. Anyway, so, over here, I'm going to rehash this one out. So, I'm not going to put the location. So, run quantity of 165, which is not very long. Quantity of 3. And then, since it's a parallelogram, we're going 60, even though the height of the railing is going to be 42. All right. So this is, now we're putting in mounting points per light, right? So like I had said before, mounting points meaning the amount of standoffs. All right, so we got 3 here, and then 2, if we are providing a railing, we'll put 2 in there. So mounting holes will be, let's see here, 3 times 3 is 9 times 2, okay? So this is the mounting holes in the glass. because it's a dual, right? I have dual chosen down here. While the count of standoffs is half of that, because the dual accounts for 2 of the holes, right? So just to demonstrate, if I put this to single, this will jump up to 18. Right? Everything else will remain the same, just so you know that this number reacts to what you choose here. Right? Furthermore, the hardware reacts. So this is 5 times the quantity. If I go dual oval, it is 4 times the quantity. If I do any of the singles, it'll be 1 to 1. Right. I mean, that really is basically it. You have your concrete and steel. Install, I mean, there's not really much to go over. Fabrication I threw in there. There's no caulk required. The layout is generally going to be most of it. And just be aware of that this is doubled when you do single. Right? So it's going to be a lot of office work, coordinating the glass. It's going to be some CAD work. The install isn't really that much. I meant to come up here. This is just a demonstration of the limitations I have set according to the system. So, on the onset, I showed the CRL documentation saying 9/16 and 27 if it's Lamy tempered century. They don't even allow for Lamy tempered, which is interesting. So that's suggesting if it's exterior, use this. If it's interior, use this. I'm not familiar with how. Maybe putting a hole in, I don't know. I'm not even going to bother. But that's the limitation there. Polish, I'm going to do all 4 sides. Glass pounds per square foot is in there. And I don't have a weight over here. Anyway. And then this is something you want to put in. So on the risers, you're going to want to manually put in the quantities here. So it's 3 plus 4. These are the landings. So it's going to be 3 plus 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's clear this out. So that is that. So this is speaking for the railing brackets on glass. All right. I have down here a situation where the wall is to require a bracket as well. This is getting into HRS, right? So this is SRS and the potential for HRS on just these values, right? I guess on that as well. Oh, and the holes automatically come over. Mounting holes, railing holes. All right. You can adjust this, but I have it equaling and 31. So coming down here, we have the same basic layout. Let me just demonstrate here. Let's go to my little cheat sheet down here. So this is CR Lawrence heavily suggesting to you that you shouldn't be doing this. is the way I interpret it. So I have it on 1.66 OD. Right here it reads HRS railing components only available for 0.05 wall thickness railings. And that is generally correct. If you're doing a straight run and you're just doing splice sleeves and end caps, CRL is basically willing to do it. If you're doing, these are the end caps, by the way. Dome, I guess, not available for that. See, they're very limited with what they have. The most available is 1.5 OD 0.05. And then you have to choose this. All right, so this also is going to be, you can just about do it in your head, but there are different lengths, there are different finishes with each size. It really is kind of all over the place. So this is something that you would have to do for, manual optimization. But really don't get into the railings. I'm telling you, just exclude it and explain to the GC if they're not already privy to the situation. That's generally it. I just wanted to go over that. So if you're going to do a monumental staircase, this is what you're going to have to use. And 147, 135, I can imagine it's like a big jigsaw puzzle that just never works. As far as the brackets, surprisingly, the cheapest one is a 3-way. I don't know exactly what you guys prefer out there. I don't know if 3-way is a little more than you need and makes it annoying. 3-way sunset, you know, these are your options. A fixed. You know, whatever. Now, this not applicable is saying that, let's see here, we have glass wall post. Oh, I have one down here. Sorry, I didn't really mean to have that in there. This is for the wall bracket, so this is just saying, you know, 55 inches in between is the length between each wall bracket. I would generally think that you don't need as many brackets on the wall as you do for the glass. But I don't really know, to be honest. This is telling you that the new port is not available in post. So we have glass, wall, and post. All right. Let me see if we can come up here. I'll have to check that out post. Maybe it's just screwy. I'll go make sure that populates correctly. Anyway, I'll check that out. I mean, that's basically it. It'll figure your mounts. You have your glass. You have your typical, you know, RFQs over here. I don't necessarily want to go over that. Be aware of the parallelograms and the mounting holes. The mounting holes for both are going to be 3/4 inch, and it doesn't have to be countersunk. So 3/4 inch for the mounting post, and I may be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure the railing bracket hole needs to be 3/4 as well. So it's going to be equal to or less than 1 inch. All right, and you still have the availability of this drop down, but I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be that right there. Thank you for watching.